Testing? Testing? How did that happen? What the absolute frick? I don't know. I don't know how that happened. My mixer just completely turned it down for some reason. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you. Let me just repeat the last 2 minutes of things that I said. Hello there, Clockwork Chrome. Hello, Raging Robots. You were first. Boss Yapper, I'm glad you got some sleep. Welcome in. Raging... I already said I don't know. I'm all thrown off my game. Yep, that's I was doing so well. I was talking welcome in Dr. Phineas, Zoethor, good to see you. Jerry, good to see you. Feels like a late game. Big bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Thank you for the bacon pancakes, Boss Yapper. I know I was on time because I was driving literally like 15-20 minutes ago, and I like rushed in to make a thumbnail and then hit live and make sure that YouTube was in combined chat this time, so I'm not ignoring you, YouTube. Welcome in. I'm glad I was able to fix that because I felt bad. People were talking last stream. No face, please be safe texting and driving. I still don't know if you're a passenger or you're just like voice to text. You're probably voice to texting. You seem like a voice to text kind of guy. Oh, well, no, actually, call and crack and text and drive without spaces. That's not voice to text. Damn it. Yeah. How you guys doing? Sorry about the mic. I don't know how that happened. Valking Elf, welcome in. Good to see you. Pearl, welcome in. Have a good stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good to see you. I'm home now. Good. No face. I mean, again, where you live, there's like nothing to hit except a ditch and maybe an oil well. So, you're probably fine, but like, don't, you're a mod, alright? Let's model good behavior. I don't know. Kidotech, good to see you. L5 stream streak? Oh, 15. Wow, that did not look like a 1. That's awesome, Raging Robots. I know you had a really long one going on. And it sucked when that broke. How you guys doing? I'm gonna drive 0 licenses. Like you have 0 licenses? Can you have more than one? I guess you could have a CDL in the United States. Yes, it's a joke. Everyone drives safely. Whoa! I got him to crack! Guys, I got no face to stop being ironic and sarcastic. 30 because it didn't count a tiny stream because it crashed. Oh, I thought it was maybe a stream that I like streamed on Sunday at like 8 p.m. or something, because sometimes I feel like doing that. Or was that ironic and sarcastic? Wait, can you be ironic and sarcastic at the same time? Because irony is like intending one. Well, okay, there's. You know what? I'm gonna get roasted if I try and define irony on stream, because irony is very nuanced. Irony is intending one thing and then having it be. No, what the hell is irony? I'm gonna look it up. I refuse to be roasted for a bad definition of irony. I don't know, man. I'm British, not a word doctor. Okay, irony is witty language used to convey insults or scorn. That is the most vanilla-ass bullshit definition of irony. No, that's not. That is describing irony. That is not defining it. Okay, irony is the juxtaposition of what on the surface appears to be the case with what is actually or expected to be the case. Okay, so yeah, I was on the right path. I was on the right path. It's like the reality contrasts with what you expect it to be. And so if irony is a contrast between reality and expectation, then can you be sarcastic? I guess sarcasm is like a teeny tiny iota of irony, because you're saying something but meaning the opposite, right? Or making fun of what you're saying at the very least. It could be both. I don't know. I gotta change my background. This is like winter background. Or spring background. Best to be safe from roasting? I mean, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it's good to just take it. And, have a good sense of humor about it. But if it hurts, then yeah, maybe be safe from it. They make a pill for... Wait, what are we... They make a pill for being British? I mean, no face. Don't make that joke. I know you would. Let's not say the pill that's a cure for being British. You could say I have correctile dysfunction. Okay. I've been up for 2 hours, so I'm effed. You've been up for 2, so you just woke up? It's called cyanide. Yes. Thank you, Boss Yapper. That is what I was hoping No Face wouldn't say. And no, that's like super dark. It's a good thing we don't need to cure your British. Okay, so today we're playing Satisfactory. And, hydrate. I'm not No Face, so it's fine. You know what? Fair. Satisfactory. No, we're not. We're playing Satisfactory, and it's just going to be a grind today. I have been playing a shit ton. So last weekend, after stream, I just continued. I played it all Sunday, all Saturday, and then I've been playing it every day after work. I've been pushing and pushing. I beat Phase 4. And I was considering stopping and just waiting for stream, but I was like, every time I do that, I get burned out because I play the game, but I don't have a goal. And then I'm like, I just feel bad. And then I end up burning out on the game. So I just decided to go forward and finish Phase 4. Sorry, we don't get to see the sky elevator construction for Phase 4, but we're I have filled out a lot more of the city in the desert. So we've got a ton of buildings. I put roofs on a lot of stuff. It's actually looking kind of cool, but just bland. Like the neutral planet, the neutral people in Futurama made it. So I might start coloring roofs or something. But yeah, we're gonna play Satisfactory. I'm on tier 9, and tier 9 sucks. I'll just say it. Every single thing that you need to do requires this big ass line of production, and it's got to duplicate. You got to duplicate what you did the last tier, and it's unfortunate. But I'm not giving up, because this save, I'm actually going to beat Satisfactory. I'm not going to burn out. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to deliver Phase 5, and I think that's it. I hope that's it. But right now, I'm trying to do the alien technology, I mean, the game's been out for a year and a half now. It's, the teleporter doors. I'm trying to get the teleporter doors. I'm trying to get the Blueprint Mark III. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So who's playing Satisfactory with me? I figure since we're gonna play like a really grindy session, I'm just gonna hang out and talk. If you guys have questions or like if you guys like have a topic you want to talk about, like I'm a tangent streamer tonight. I'm a tangent streamer other streams, but I'm also a tangent streamer tonight. Yeah. So we're hanging out. So if you guys want to play Satisfactory 2, I recommend it. Grindy, I'm playing. Sweet. Excellent. We can play next to each other, kinda. I mean, if you put me on your other screen, then we're playing next to each other. Let's talk about roads. What is your preferred road type? I don't know. There's no perfect road. Because the thing about roads is that, you know, like, we have such heavy... Well, you know what? Let's save it for when we actually play. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the channel redemption suggestion. We're gonna have a word ban, like a 5-minute word ban. I gotta add that. So, how was your guys this week? Mine was... It wasn't 1,000-yard stare worthy. I was actually kind of productive this week. Not that I'm not productive, but like I had extra productivity. Word ban French. Yeah. Well, I don't have it yet, so you can't ban it. My week is going. Yeah. That's good. Is it just me, or does my audio sound tinny? It might be my earbud. I'm having to ship off my laptop to effing Czech Republic for warranty on the charger. Oh. Yeah, I never thought about warrantying a charger. I always just buy it on eBay or something. It's melting hot. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. It's going to be 90 degrees in Seattle this weekend. Which, you know what? It's probably going to be fine. I just don't like above like 85. I don't have $100 lying around. That's fair. That's fair. Cobblestone roads on Martha's Vineyard looks really nice and are still good to drive on. They're good to drive on for like moderate to low traffic. That's the problem. Because you have different density materials and even weight distribution. And so you're going to have tension between the rigid bodies and the I guess concrete in between. It depends on what the cobblestone's bound with. And so you're going to have differences, and so eventually it'll knock them loose. Because you're driving like 6,000, like 3 to 5 ton vehicles on it, so you have to have good weight capability or weight. I'm talking about cars, or I'm talking about roads. Well, why don't we get started? Liberty Pen's gonna be pissed they missed yapping. Bit. Okay, so I've done a few things since I last played. It's very bright. What the heck? Oh, Kermit. Maybe. I'm not going to cancel it, but I am not going to do it right now. I just don't want to. I'm going to talk first, and then we'll get to it. You might have noticed I've got a few new buildings. I've got a lot more variety in like building aesthetics. I had consistently made a hole in the roof, like a lane of the roof having like being opened, and then I have these walkways. And so I did some aesthetic changing because I was waiting for like project stuff to be delivered. Like, I don't know. I just messed around with a bunch. I have to paint like the catwalks. Like this is an annoying roof because these smokestacks are like different heights than everything else. So I designed a roof that is like moderately weather resistant, even though it doesn't matter because it's a frickin' video game. Yeah. I also designed covers for the particle accelerator. Thermodynamics, yeah. Wait. Am I defying thermodynamics? You fast, brah. Already phase 9? Phase 5, tier 9, yeah. Did I say phase 9 in the thumbnail? Thanks for the hydrate. So yeah, tier 9, phase 5. I guess it was kind of fast. I made a bunch of blueprints. Where are my blueprints? There we go. I made a bunch of factory walls. I made every basic product. Well, nearly every basic product. I made a bunch of these intermediate products. I haven't really made all the blueprints. I made a bunch of project blueprints. Finally made a hypertube cannon. So yeah, like, I think what the really telling part is my Satisfactory modeler. Like, it's actually not that bad. But this shit right here, you see how convoluted that is? That's like tier 7 and 8. And now I got to double that or quadruple that for tier 9. So I'm just like, I'm kind of complaining, but getting to work, you know? Oh, you mistyped. Okay, cool. I also started on nuclear. I modeled it out, mapped it out, but I haven't built anything yet. So that's probably what we're going to get to after I finish the quantum factory. And this is the quantum factory. Right now, I'm going for whatever the hell these are called, neural quantum processors. And to do that, I need supercomputers. But I'm already using supercomputers in it, like my supercomputer manufacturing. I'm using it already for a different recipe that I'm going to need later, so I can't just switch it over. So I have to build more supercomputers. And it turns out it's a pain in the ass. I have a new factory that I'm building over there because there's all the resources I need mostly. So that's kind of, I was working on that last time I played. What is this? Oh, it's petroleum coke. Okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you guys. I put it in Discord, so if you're in the Discord, you saw. But I had a power outage. I am now at 29,000 max consumption, and at the time, I guess it was like 22,000 max consumption, like 3 days ago. And I was only producing 19K. And I had been building a lot of stuff fast, and I didn't realize, and I was also doing project, like phase 4 project stuff, and I didn't realize everything was turned on, because I had taken from every item in the item mall. Not every, but like a lot of them. So it was everything spun up at the same time, and it broke, and I was very sad because I was hoping to not have to deal with power plants and like startup procedures. And I did. It was super. I was complaining. I was like bitching to myself over and over again, like, what the fuck? I hate this. And it turns out it didn't take that long to set up power switches. So priority power switch. I now have all the power switches. Every single blueprint production line. So I've got iron ingots here. I've got oscillators. I've got radio control units. I've got, I can turn all the project stuff on and off. And it's a decent split out of my factory. Like the only problem is like some of these, like the iron ingots, they supply other factories. I don't have like single line tracing between like so a steel factory or blueprint. It'd be nice to have the miners included in the power and then put it behind a switch, right? Because you don't need it for power. You don't want it to be running if you don't need to produce anything. And technically it won't take any energy if it's not producing anything. But I can't do that because I'm like distributing iron ingots to a bunch of different recipes. So this is the only problem with it is I don't know what's supplying what in this. So I'm hoping that if I just separate it by complexity of the recipes, that I can mostly control power if anything ever gets bad. Oh, explain a thing. Got it. Thermodynamics, that's what you were saying. Okay, my bad. I did not see that. Mods, feel free to slap me up the ass. No, not that. Why did I say... I meant ass as like a figurative, not... Let's not have sexual harassment in our mod relationship. My bad. Feel free to slap me up my head if I'm not paying attention to this shit. No ass slapping. No ass slapping for no one. All right? Except your significant other and other consenting adults. Shit. I did walk. I made that one. I presented the shoe and opened my mouth, or the foot. What was I saying? What the fuck was I saying? It's not Friday. I'm sorry. I swore. Thermodynamics. Right. So thermodynamics is a concept, and don't quote me on this because I am not a science major / doctorate / researcher / like more than casual knower of science. Thermodynamics is a kind of the rules of how our universe works with matter. There are some laws of nature that we've observed, and it hasn't been broken, and that matter cannot be created nor destroyed, and that matter is energy. So energy and matter cannot neither be created nor destroyed, and it's been scientifically proven. Well, I shouldn't say scientifically proven. I should say it's been majorly exhaustively demonstrated, because we don't have all points of time and space mapped out in order to prove that it exists in a 100%. Okay, I'm getting into theories and laws and never mind. And so the thermodynamics is a science. Shit. Okay, I guess we're just gonna yap instead of playing the game. Well, if I'm gonna yap, why don't I like just say that the power plant sucked. I had an issue where I spent literally 3 hours looking. I couldn't figure out why my power plant wouldn't like get fully primed. So like the fuel actually fills up because I actually run it I run my fuel higher than the capacity and burn rate of the power plants, but it wasn't filling up. And it turns out my crude oil, was not enough for my power plant. And I was like, what the hell? And it turns out there was literally one segment of Mark I pipe that was in the pipeline, the vertical pipeline. And it's because I upgraded all the pipes in place, and there were pipes that were underneath the pumps. Even though I removed all the pumps, I just missed one segment, and so that sucked. I was just going to complain about that. All right, let's go start building stuff, and I'll build while I'm yapping. No, I'll totally make this. What's up, bud? How you doing? Guess he didn't want to talk to me. What was I saying? Thermodynamics is a physical and mathematical representation of how matter and energy works in our universe. And so I think that's it. I think there's a lot you could talk about that thermodynamics plugs into, but I think that the base, it's it. Thermodynamics. It's a branch of physics. Okay, I was wondering if it was a branch of physics or a set of principles and theories that deals with heat, work, and temperature and the relation to energy, entropy, and the physical properties of matter and radiation. Well, radiation and energy are the same thing. The behavior of these quantities is governed by the 4 laws of thermodynamics. Huh. I didn't remember there was 4. I thought there were 3. Hey, Powderski, welcome in. Is that good enough, Raging Robot? Please say yes. Okay. Explain the entire history of the world. I don't know. Let's see. We were we were bacteria, and then the bacteria went bloop. And then it was like, hey, let's work together, and then it went bloop. That's the sound of of biological fitness. And then the bacteria got together and became multi-celled, and then went bloop. And then we were fish, and then we went bloop. And we got eaten a lot on the way, but let's not worry about that. And then, hey, Crispy Bacon, how's it going? And then we crawled on the land because, like the mud skipper, we developed oxygen absorption in our skin, and then our skin became our lungs. Oh, I don't know. Is it still skin if it's inside your throat and your gills? I don't know. Probably not. This probably doesn't count. Skin, well, fish have skin, right? They're not... Do any animals have skin that isn't actually an organ? Because, like, in humans, skin is an organ. I don't know. Feltonix, welcome in. I really appreciate that you don't have to... that you don't have live in the context of your title card. Some people do it. It's annoying and a little deceptive. Oh, live. Oh, got it. Like the red ring around my avatar, and then putting it in my avatar even if I'm not live. That makes sense. No problem. I've thought about doing it, but I was like, I don't want to. Like, I don't get what it's supposed to do. Like, is it supposed to make you click on my page because you think I'm live and then I'm not, and then you'll just decide to watch something instead? Like, I don't get. Like, I wouldn't do. I've never done that. You know, and I'm not everybody, and everybody isn't necessarily like me, but at the very least, I need to be able to see it happening, and I don't see it happening. Whenever you try to trick viewers, it's not good unless you're like trolling them for funny laugh ha-has. That is funny for both of us. If you're tricking viewers just for your own benefit, let's put it that way. If you're tricking viewers for your own benefit, that's never gonna end well. It's not gonna result in like friendly people and like a good community, good lifestyle. I don't know. Channel hygiene. As for the skin, do insect exoskeletons count as an organ? I think, well, are bones an organ? Well, bones are an organ because we have bone marrow. I don't know what exoskeletons... Well, okay, that's okay, I just said something that may or may not be true. Bones, I believe bones are an organ, and my argument is that bone marrow produces white blood cells. Or, sorry, red blood cells. And that's absolutely necessary for life. I would assume exoskeletons are an organ because they like protect and they provide a specific benefit to living. I don't know. Bone marrow's an organ, bones aren't. Oh, I guess you're right. Bones are inorganic. There are things that live in bones, but they're not. I mean, it's organic, but you know what I mean. It's not like it's not live cells. It's like the heart is an organ, but the pericardial sac is a muscle. Oh, really? Isn't the heart made out of all muscles? Tricking viewers only works with inside jokes that the community knows. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. So in thermodynamics, can I theoretically punt a mammal so hard it gets cooked? Yes, you can. Have you ever heard of a channel called... XKCD. Wow. I just like fucking hard rebooted there. I'm sorry. XKCD has done a video on that, or like an exploration of that. Human body is whack. It really is. The more we find out about it, the more I learn about it, the crazier it gets. Yeah, let's not punt mammals, though. I saw somebody punt a possum in high school, and let me tell you, I wanted to beat the crap out of that dude. Thankfully, he like got arrested, so like he didn't do it for any good reason. It was just like he saw it, and then he's just a absolutely stupid choice. It sucks, and I love possums. Okay. I know I've lost a couple conversation threads, but we got to move on. Okay. Ran across something funny today. Malware developers are including NBC development text to trigger LLM safety measures to bypass security measures. That's really funny. So anytime you have plain text security measures, like that's not going to be good unless it's some kind of hash or like signature, like encryption signature. Like, I guess that's not plain text. That's technically an encrypted data. Like whenever you have just like regular words as a trigger for anything, it's not that great. because computers can be a lot more precise. Possums are neat. Yes, they are. Can we punt fish? But yes, fish. I mean, yes. If it's invasive, yes, you can punt fish because, like, technically they're destroying all the species around them, and there are open season on certain species all the time. Like carp, like Asian carp in the south, is absolutely destroying all of the other wildlife because it's eating all the food for fish that are similar in size, and it's doing all kinds of bad shit. However much I'd like to hang and enjoy the app, I could only join for a bit. Farewell, Kraken chat. Liberty Pen, thanks for hanging out. Take it easy. Have a good weekend. If I don't see you again. Oh, I don't know if you saw my message about Helix. I did see Helix, but I forgot to respond to that. Speaking of plain text, I coded an AI assistant on my PC that can see my screen, do TTS and SST, and all in Notepad. Oh, that's... oh, like you coded it in Notepad? That's like painful, man. Yeah, I'm still. I know this is kind of boomer of me, but I still am not trusting of anything that can see my screen and collect any kind of metrics or interpret what's going on, passwords, personal information, conversations, all that shit. Like I have not given my computer up to any agent. Although I am considering building a VM to do that because I would like to use agentic Claude for software. Asian carp can actually jump out and self-punt? Yeah. Yes. I've seen videos of Asian carp, like, basically jumping into the net because they, like... I forget what they were doing to stimulate them, but, like, I guess the boat was scaring them, so they jumped up and they were holding a net over it. I use Odysseus? What's Odysseus? Never heard of that. Okay, I've been running around in circles doing tower talk. Rest in peace. Rip in peace, Destiny 2. So why don't I figure out what I'm doing next, and then I'll slowly work on that, instead of just running around in circles. Okay, this shit sucks. This shit sucks so much. I have a blueprint for crystal oscillators, but it's way bigger, and it requires oil. So I made this. So why don't I make a blueprint here? 3 UPM crystal oscillator. Bam. 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 Okay. Special blueprint. Okay. As a former Floridian, lionfish are horrid. Yeah, lionfish are so invasive, and they got the poisonous spine, like spikes, and they like just obliterate local species. Open source local hosted LLM created by PewDiePie. What did he use as a model, though? What percentage of this stream so far has been factory building compared to how much is just Wii? Most of it's been Wii. I'm just checking to see if I missed any messages. This shit sucks so much, sounds like my parents talking about me. Well, they were wrong, Powderski. It's able to automatically set up the agent based on your hardware. Interesting. Yeah, I'll probably create a VM for any agentic things. And then, like, put it in a VLAN. Okay. What am I doing? Absolutely nothing. What am I doing? Oh, sorry, that was me. I saw I saw PewDiePie's video thumbnail about making an AI, and it's just another. I have been watching all his videos lately. Um, and honestly, I thought he was just gonna say like, "Oh, I added this to LLM Studio, which is the open source local program for hosting, specific models." Um, and then use some open source LLM. And I guess that's not true. So I made an assumption, and that makes an ass out of me. I have the MCP or whatever it's called, so Helix trades stocks on Robinhood for me. Oh, MCP. What does MCP stand for? Wait, okay, I coded it in Notepad using Python. Okay, well, Python is more direct, so that's kind of nice. I still would want to use an IDE though. I'm a former Fed and companies scalp my data anyway. Might as well benefit because my shit isn't private. You know, I get it. That's like voting with your wallet, right? It's like you can't win either way. Rip and tear until it's done. Catfish are poisonous. Catfish are yummy. Are they poisonous? Um, you can cook it out, can't you? I thought lots of people eat catfish. All the models that are open source. Okay. Okay, cool. I did forget to mute my notifications. Kraken, huh? Kraken, huh? What is he doing? Absolute. Oh, got it. Kraken, huh? What is he doing? Absolutely nothing. Lua is greater than Python. For performance, 100%. I don't know enough about Lua. I think Python is very accessible. I don't know about Lua. I think isn't Lua a C-based language? Lua runs Roblox. Lua also runs missile defense systems. It's written in ANSI C. Yes. C application programming interface. Okay. Lua is also insanely intuitive. I need to write more Lua, is what I'm hearing. I've written a little bit of Lua, just a little bit. And I was trying, it's for OBS. OBS has Lua scripting. And I was trying to reverse engineer the stupid WebSockets because their documentation is ass. And then I found out I can't do the thing I was trying to do. It's literally the best code in IMO. Interesting. Okay, so I need 2, 3, 5, 7 constructors. So 3, 4 crystals. Keep on hitting escape on that. Let's actually make these sideways. And that was at 80% each, because it's 2.4. And then 2 at 56% for Caterium wire. And I'm using Caterium wire because I guess I shouldn't use Caterium wire. Hang on. Wait, how much does fused wire cost? How is it? It's like not. It's not more efficient. That's so annoying. Wire. Okay, so it's 3 times more efficient than regular, more efficient for copper. Deuterium wire is half as efficient. You know what? I'm going to do space saving because I'm not using deuterium that much right now. I think that makes catfish venomous, not poisonous. I thought poisonous is if you eat it, you get poisoned. Venomous is if it pokes you, then you get poisoned, or envenomed. Oh, catfish are venomous. Oh, okay. So you just take the little whiskers off and they're good. That makes it sound sad when I say they're little whiskers. Let's not do that. Now to make a cosmopolitan and stream Overwatch, I do say, Mr. Kraken, have a good evening. I'll likely stop by between games. Sounds good, Powderski. Appreciate it. Good luck in Overwatch and Godspeed. Hopefully you make diamond or above if you're playing ranked. What if it bites you and I get sick? Then you should probably get off the internet and stop watching videos for a while. You're in too deep. Okay, 56% deuterium wire times 2. Man, the lighting in here is so pretty, but also like very not very usable. Let's get distracted again. You know what? Let's do some temporary lighting. I was going to try and do some regular lighting. There we go. And that was 55. Oh, I don't have deuterium wire. Well, time to go delusional and think that I'll be able to roll it. Ooh, alkyd casing. That looks nice. Hey, deuterium! I literally rolled deuterium wire. That's amazing. Immediately doesn't realize that I hit the jackpot. Even if it's a small jackpot, I hit it. Wow. Thanks for the alert, Clock. Time for my 3rd game group. Have a good night, Crack Chat. Sounds good. Thanks for hanging out, Clockwork. Deuterium wire at 55%. 56%. Just 67.2 or 134.4, which is what I need, right? 134. Good enough. Okay. And then I need 2 metal plates. Wait a second. I wanted these over here. Whoa! Thank you for the bits, Kid Attack. I appreciate it. Do my cheers work now? Yes, they do. Hell yeah. I need to change that default bit sound. I started using the Twitch... Oops. Okay, we're too close. I started using the default Twitch alerts, and they've got some less than ideal default sounds. Yeah. I see we understand each other. I was an hour off. I'm back. Welcome back. That's totally relatable. I did that for a doctor's appointment literally like 2 weeks ago. You can use the sound of me screaming at my cat for free. I've got a wealth of sounds. I just need to like spend some time actually doing it. But that would be funny. Okay, so plates. 67.5 plates. Or per 2.5. No. 62 50 62.5%. I don't know why math was so hard just now. That's not going to work. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. What is this? Plates. And that is 25. Six, 7. Hey! My Wednesday group meets at this time. Thursday is an hour later. Oh, yeah. The blueprint system was probably one of the best additions to this game by far. Yes. I don't know that I would finish this ever if there wasn't a blueprint system. Unironically. Yes. Teabag time in game. Okay. Huh. Huh. Thank you for teabag time. If one do be nearby. They do not be near. Unfortunately. It's really sunny here. And Luca's been sunbathing in the window all day. Like literally all day. So I will refund that. Or Clockwork Crow will. I want a taunt emote add into video games where it's just someone dipping a teabag in a cup of tea. Didn't they do that for a trailer for Satisfactory? I have been tempted to make the most horrendous blueprints because I'm getting to the point where I'm really have to be I have to be really careful about overachieving or like having too many requirements. You know, like trying to not clip everything, trying to be aesthetically pleasing, trying to like, you know, obey the laws of physics or like have it look nice. Like, I gotta watch that because that's what burned me out in my last save. You know, I had too many requirements and expectations for how I was building, and it made me not want to build at all. And then I didn't for like 8 months. So, I am not letting go completely. I could make some horrendous blueprints. This is wire. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. This is wire. This is wire. All right. And by this is wire, I mean this is copper. Cop me an avatar. And I want... Oh, it's not. It's Caterium. Okay, and I want 16.75. And I don't want UPM max, I want input. This is iron plates, so iron ingots. Inge. And I need 37.5. And then this is quartz. I need 90. Okay, I think that's it, and now the rest is just machines. So I need 2 more constructors and 2 assemblers. Basically, you're trying to be anti-Josh. Not quite. But I'm not trying to be Josh. I'll do the power lines later. I need 2 more for wire. Or cables, I mean. You got the power. You got the power. Oh, sorry, Sergeant Salamander. I saw your message, and I was reading an earlier message, and then I started playing the game again, so I forgot. I just like overloading with awesome-looking shapes, regardless of if they overlap a bit or not. I have an automated biomass burner system where it feeds a bunch of leaves and woods into constructors to make biomass, and then into storage that's outputted into 3 more constructors that make solid biomass, and then sent into storage, which is pulled out into a splitter with a splitter into 3 paths, which get split into 3 more for each path automatically inserting biomass into my biomass burners in a satisfying shape. Yeah, I was all about that. My first time playing with the sound foam buildings that I was making. Now I'm doing like enclosed factories, which once they're actually enclosed, like that's I haven't put the walls on that. But I'm doing like little tiny build projects. Like see this wrapping roof pinnacle or roof apex. Like it goes straight and then hits a corner and turns. And then it's got venting because inside you can see there's a you might not be able to see it. There's a smokestack. There's a bunch of smokestacks in there for refiners. And so it goes down because I don't need a tall roof over there. And then it I've got aesthetic venting. It does nothing because it's a video game, but at least it looks consistent. I don't know. I'm doing like partial aesthetics, I guess. Like the particle accelerators are difficult to put a roof over without just taking up a bunch of space. So I did a sloped, like hilltop kind of roof. Oh, that's my battery. I put batteries in finally. I have 30K of megawatts.
Explain the laws of quantum mechanics. Just kidding. Tell us about color theory.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know very much about either of those things. Quantum physics, quantum mechanics, I don't understand. I mean, I've watched a lot and read a lot about quantum mechanics. I remember being in high school and I found a quantum mechanics book, and I was like, I think I accidentally impressed a math teacher because she was super excited that I was reading it, and I was like, oh shit, now I gotta like actually read. I mean, I was reading it because I was like trying to understand. I learned about quarks and fermions and trying to remember the other small particles. But yeah, that was the string theory book. I understand enough about quantum mechanics to like read about stuff and like be interested in the stories, like the news articles or whatever, the journals, like breakthroughs and stuff. But I do not understand it enough to like explain it to somebody. And so I will. I mean, you said you're just joking, but like, I don't know. I was just talking about it. Color theory, I don't know much about. I am not a knowledgeable person about art. I've always been very kind of like blasé about learning that kind of stuff, and I didn't draw, and I wasn't like super into drawing as a kid. I mean, I drew doodles and stuff, but I didn't like get into it. So color theory, I only know like Roy G. Biv in terms of the visible spectrum of electromagnetic radiation, and I know there are complementary colors, but I don't remember what they are. I know that material colors, like painting, is different because they're basically materials that reflect the color that you see it as, and then when you combine materials, it changes their refractive. It's not refractive index, but it's like the way they reflect light. Refraction is going through. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, color theory is a thing, and you can study it and look up the color wheel and pick the opposite thing if you want a complementary color. Like if you have the color wheel and you see a color here, pick the opposite if you want a complementary color. And I think actually that's not quite true because there's a color wheel and then there's like a complementary color and like different, like it's like complementary with more than one thing. So I don't actually know. Those that roof design is from 1930s. I mean, it kind of is. It's like warehouses in like the suburbs of New York or something. There you go. Color theory isn't even real. What are you even on? Are you joking, Dr. Phineas? Kind of, but also no. Color theory is a subjective. Okay, there's two different parts. I'm reading this right now. Color theory is, or traditional color theory is a historical body of knowledge describing the behavior of colors, namely in color mixing, color contrast, color harmony, color schemes, and color symbolism. So it is a. It's not a suit. It's not a science. It's not even a pseudoscience. It is a subjective, like, group of judgments, classifications, and descriptions of colors and what is pleasing, what is traditional, what is correct or not correct, or at least how color interacts both in physical ways with like paint and clothing and stuff, but also just in general. So like it is a thing, but it is not a science. Color mixing part of science, everything else is subjective. Exactly. Update on my gram. I have automated producing motors in theory, but not actually. Well, if you'd like, do you use Satisfactory Modeler? I think for me, I just waited to automate them until I got specific alternate recipes. And those recipes are... Where are my motors? Mother frickin' motors. Motors, frickin' motors. I don't know where they are. They're probably by my project parts. Yep. Nope. Whoa.
Explain tower talk and how you keep getting suckered into it.
Stop calling me out. Where are my motors? Okay, never mind. Oh, there, I found them. Okay, this is a very simple motor recipe. You need fused wire. You need fused quick wire, steel rotors, and quick wire stators. And then you can fit it all within one building, and it's very nice. You just have to feed the ingots and pipes. Oh, and no, don't use this. I forgot I pulled crystal oscillators out. So never mind. It's just annoying. I hate motors. I heard that, Clockwork Crow. I'm just going to acknowledge that real quick. I work in a bus. Are you a bus driver? I kind of wish biomass burners could add power to the power storages if you have extra output. I was thinking about that. I also want conditional switching. Not priority switching. I want conditional switching. So I want to be able to switch on like a UPS battery backup. And I want it to have a sound. So I here's the thing. If I go look at my power, I have 100% charged, and I've got 32k megawatt hours. So I can run at 32,000 megawatts for 1 hour. Turns out I consume about a third of that. So I can go 3 times as long. I can go 3 hours at 32k. I mean at 10k. The problem is they don't make a sound. They don't tell you. So if I run out of power, it will just use all of the batteries. And then everything will fail. What's the point of the batteries? Like, unless I'm zealously, anxiously checking my power graph. I should hope you heard it. I was just acknowledging it. He's using I'm having downstream supply problems. That is why the motors aren't actually happening. Oh.
What did you have for dinner, Kraken? I had a southern-ass dinner, lol. I had turkey, collard greens, and baked mac and cheese, lol. My dad's blackness came out for dinner.
That's
rolling
funny.
On the floor laughing emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Turkey. So collard greens I've never had. Ever. And I have seen various things. I've heard people that don't like it. I've heard people that are like, this is the best thing ever. And it's like home cooking, so like I bet it's probably good for some people. Ah! I didn't done reading that. Oh, okay, I can read it in chat. Okay. I had food from a Blue Spoon distributing place. My Frosty is completely liquid and now I don't want it because it's just like drinking sugar. And drinking sugar is somehow worse than eating partially frozen sugar. It's a Southern Black thing. Yeah. I went to Texas last year to visit No Face and Raywin, and I did not get collard greens. That was like one of the things that I was casually hoping for that I forgot. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it's common in Texas, but I would assume so by proximity. Twitch chat pronouns extension. What does that do? Oh, does it like switch to your pronoun? So like you set up a pronoun in your extension, and then other people that use the extension, it automatically switches it to yours? That would be kind of cool. Using main bus as the primary transportation method. Oh, okay. I don't know what a main bus is. I think I've heard of it before, but I don't practically know what it is. I would be able to use it myself unless I looked it up. What did I have for dinner? I had fast food. I was bad. I was running errands. I went to a doctor's appointment, and I was coming home. It was like 5:20, and I was like, I have to eat because I don't want to eat after stream like I always do. And so I just stopped and grabbed something. I was talking... Oh, explain Tower Talk. Clockwork Crow. Tower Talk is what happens when you stop playing the game because you're talking with buddies and you just do random things like jumping on buildings and upstairs and like trying to like glitch into places casually so that you can focus on talking, and you're having such a rousing conversation that you don't really ever play the game. You just spend hours talking to your buddy because he's your friend. Or they're your friend. He or she is your friend. And you're having a good time, and like playing the game doesn't even matter at that point because you're just running around. And that's what I was doing. I was tower talking. And yes, I always get suckered into it because this game, I'm at the point in this game where it's grindy. I need like math and somewhat like light concentration to actually implement these vast plans. And so when I'm talking to you guys, I have less capacity to actually like do the the work. So that is what it is. Thanks, kiddo. I'm very, very new to Twitch. I'll have to figure out how to do that. Okay, cool. Sorry. I read half of that before I realized what was going on. I'm very distracted today. Welcome to Distraction Stream. I don't like batteries because they have an audio bug in their idle audio that causes pops. Oh, I did not know that. Oh, Twitch chat allows you to pronouns allows you to see everyone's pronouns. That's cool. I cooked for 5 hours. That's too much. That's too damn much. I do not enjoy cooking that way, and so that's too much for me. I get it though. Like I would hang out with somebody who's cooking, but I wouldn't want to do that myself. I don't like batteries because I don't pay close enough attention to my power grid to catch a failure, and batteries just give the problem time to compound. That's what I said. I know what Tower Talk is. I was just putting you on blast. I know. But, maybe I should put a exclamation Tower Talk command and then people can see the definition. I wanted to explain it for other people. I linked the Twitch chat pronouns extension in the general channel in Discord. Okay, thanks, Kid Tech. I suppose that was good for anyone that didn't know. Yeah. I used to be a sous chef. I love cooking. You know, I have been conflicted about taking classes or like, I don't know. I don't want to do cooking classes where it's like, hey, let's Julia Childs in this bitch, you know, until you guys have some new recipes. I don't want that kind of class. I want like cooking training. Like, I'm not going to call it chef training because I don't want to go to college and like learn all the chemical stuff and like, you know, learn all 20 roux and then like be able to make them in my sleep. But I do want to like get knife training. I want to get preparation training, like butcher training, and like all the core competencies that you need at least to be a cook. So that cooking is easier for me, because I lied. I actually do enjoy cooking. I really love eating what I cook. But cooking is like heavy executive tasks, and like they're all time based. So like if you buy, I mean, I don't need to explain how food spoils. When you buy groceries, you have to use them at a certain time, and so like I buy groceries, I have to spend that energy to do all these tasks that I don't necessarily have energy for. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do cook, but I do super convenient cooking. Like I make rice like every 4 days, and then I refrigerate it. I like freeze it for the first hour and then refrigerate it, and then you just rehydrate. You put some water, sprinkle some water on it, freaking microwave it, and then it's like 90% as good as like fresh rice. Okay, maybe like 70% as good as fresh rice. And then you have a base grain, and you can do all kinds of shit with rice. But yeah, if I were better at all of the steps of cooking, I feel like I would love cooking, you know? Okay, let's do this one thing where I was switching this over by 1 tick, and it was 20 minutes ago. Aight. Now that that's moved over. Why did I offset this? Oh, I didn't. I just haven't put the outputs in yet. Okay. This is cable, I believe. What am I doing? What am I doing? I lost it. I created a new blueprint, and I was working on it, and I've lost it. I don't know where it is. Shit. Hang on. What is this for? Okay, no, there were 3 manufacturers. I know there were 3 manufacturers. Gonna lurk for a bit. Have a great rest of stream. Sounds good. Thanks for hanging out, Sergeant Salamander. It was good to see you. Take it easy. Have a good weekend if I don't see you again. What was I working on? I don't really know. I'm screwed. Screwed. Oh, shit balls. I know I was in the Quantum Factory. Did I accidentally delete it? Oh, Crystal Oscillator. That's what I was working on, because I needed one that doesn't have oil or oil products. Okay, good. Okay, cable at 42 piece. Was it 42 piece? No, 21 a piece. Okay. Shit.
Shit. Shit. Shit.
Man, I wish I was as brilliant as Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps. Because he does this thing where he's like, shit on my ass. Shit on my ass. And it's just the funniest shit ever. But I am not confident enough to pull it off. Or that's actually not true. I didn't want to do it just now because I was like, shit. I didn't want to do it because it, like, that's not what you guys are used to from me. And here we have again Kraken overthinking. Wonderful. I grew up on Southern cooking and was trained in Mediterranean cuisine, so I'm pretty well versed in my cooking skills. Yeah, that's awesome. I am actually jealous of you. I am competent at cooking because my dad was a cook. It's, well, how much of this story can I tell without doxing me and my family? My dad was a surfer and met my mom in Hawaii. And he was a cook. Because he went there to surf. And so he was a cook at a like a mom and pop diner, basically. And so he had a bunch of, like, he taught us all how to cook, basically. And he, like, told us about, like, food safety, cleaning, and handling knives and all that. So I know how to do it all, but it is tiresome. And so I am jealous because I feel like if I had the muscle memory behind it, it would be way easier and less of a big deal. For if I'm cooking and I'm making like 3-4 courses, it's like a big ass like deal. Like it's like, oh, I'm very motivated to do this because family are coming over, or I need to make something for a potluck and I need, you know, because my boss asked me to bring something or whatever. Like there's a good reason why I'm cooking like that much. And I have experienced success cooking, meaning like I've ruined like side dishes before, but like I am experienced enough in juggling the requirements of cooking that I can do it. And if I had a recipe, I would be relatively confident I could do it. Unless it's like roux, I don't quite understand. My roux is garbage all the time. But if I had a recipe, I'm relatively confident I could actually do it and make something that is palatable. Or good. Like from palatable to tasty. But I just wish I had the muscle memory that would make it so that I could just do the shit. And maybe cooking school wouldn't actually give me that, but a man can dream. An adhood man can dream. Two assemblers with stitched iron plates. I think it's time to bring it up a level. Page up, page up, page up, page up. Okay. We have iron plates, quartz crystals, and wire, or cable. But I need wire for the stitched iron plate. So the stitch iron reinforced plate. So this is, oops. This is number 1. And I'll just put it here. And then I gotta get the wire out. This is so unfortunate the way I did it. I wasn't paying attention. The way my brain works is if I taste a seasoning, my brain tells me exactly what would complement that seasoning or what food would go great with it. It's kind of weird. That's kind of awesome. I wish I had that. I have bachelor at home makes a sandwich kind of sense. I make really good, really decent sandwiches, and like I can cook an egg like hella good. At least the way I like it. Like over easy. I can flip an egg without breaking it. Okay, let's do this. This is going to be convoluted, and I don't care. So bam. Bam. And then bam. 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 Bam, Baniel. Back at it again with the big box. Okay, so cable is good. We got the wire. Go into the cable. And then also to shit. Shit. There we go. Ah! I don't care. I really don't care. Don't come after me. That is wire. I know it to be true. Wired for me and you. Cable and stitched iron plates. Why don't we place these here? King Border, welcome in. Conveyor sushi? No conveyor sushi. I do not do conveyor sushi. Not to say that it's bad. I I guess the reason I don't do conveyor sushi is I don't like filtering, and you need more room and space to filter the outputs, because if any output from a conveyor sushi belt gets backed up, it backs up the whole the whole sushi belt, and I haven't solved that. I mean, I don't do it because of that problem. It's probably solvable, but I assume it takes more space to like do like cycling loops to like get to bypass bypass the plugged output. I don't know. It's probably doable. What is good for? Absolutely pooping. This is phase 5. Sushi belts are hard to balance properly. Resource sink to solve backup. Yes. But then you're losing efficiency, right? At that point, you're just making a bunch of stuff without, like, that's unnecessary, and then putting it on the belt that, something. A belt that doesn't need it. You know, like once you've saturated the inputs, like certain inputs. Depending on the products and how you use them, that can be the solution. Oh, yeah. That's how I would solve it. I would run 2 belts next to each other. One is for overflow, one is for transport. And so you'd have a sushi belt on one, and then you can get a programming splitter. Programmable splitter. And so you can set like the left output to be overflow. And then front any, and then the right output will be the item that you want. Let's just say AI limiters is what you're trying to get out to. And then so you have two lines, right? So here's one line. And then the output, that's the AI limiter right there. And this is the continued sushi belt. And then we come up, and the AI limiter is full. Oh, I didn't think this through. If the AI limiter is full, it doesn't block it. Oh, you know what? I don't actually know. If it's full, does it block it? Or does it push it to overflow? Because if I have overflow here, then I could put a smart splitter. I could put a smart splitter and, I could put a programmable splitter here, and then instead of it overflowing, it will just take AI limiters and then remove or continue everything else. So then you could merge it back in. So if it blocks, then we come in here, AI limiter is full, and then it overflows. And then here, you take the AI limiters out of the sushi belt and then overflow everything else, or route everything else. Yeah. And then center will do nothing. you can re-merge them back into the sushi belt. So you don't need 2 lanes. You just need an output. It's supposed to distribute X to the output when full. I'm not sure I understand that in context. What is the output you're talking about? I'm in phase 2. I detest the the assembler. It's so slow. Yeah. Yeah, I run power shards a lot. Disregard it? Okay. Okay. Boss Yapper, if you're there, I'm going to refund your Kermit the Frog. I'm sorry, I just wasn't feeling it earlier. Doesn't mean I won't accept it now, but that's fine. Hopefully he doesn't hear me, and then we can get away. Okay, and this is stitch plates. And it'll be stitch plates at 2/3, 66.66%. And then we take the crystal, the cable, and the iron plates, reinforced plates, and put them into 3 manufacturers. I think I definitely can fit 2 more. Okay, we're good. I now have my wheels running 1020 RPM. What wheels? New player, still learning new stuff. Oh, okay. Just to be clear, my whole explanation of my explanation of sushi belts is theoretical. I haven't actually done sushi belts, but I assume that'll work. You know what? Why don't we just test it? I am somewhat of a scientist myself. And we'll put encased beam, we'll put some screws, and we'll put some steel beams in all in the same belt. And I gotta put this back. Okay, and then what was that? That was encased beams. What? Did I put everything into the same one? I think I did. Oops. Screws. So I got screws, beams, and plates. Famous last words. I mean, I'm somewhat of a scientist myself, he said. Okay, now here's my theory. We are going to collect encased beams. Let's just say that. Oh, actually, I'm just going to make it a long belt because we need it.
Use undefined instead of any, except in places where you specifically need any.
Okay, you might have saved us some work. Okay, so... Oh, you know what? Thank you. Every time, I'm like, just going fast, right? I don't care about the programmable splitter, so I don't use it most of the time. And I also see undefined, and I'm like, what the hell does undefined mean? Like, how is it any different than any? But in this context, AI limiter is defined. Everything else is any undefined. So it is anything that you haven't defined. And I know undefined is logically the the inverse of defined, but like undefined means something different in software. So like undefined is like null, right? And null is like, huh? Like if you have a null filter, then chances are it'll let everything through. So I was like, I didn't understand that, and I didn't spend the time to actually think about it. So thank you. Okay, so we have undefined going straight, and I'm just gonna put the rest of the sushi belt into a storage container, and so we're collecting. What were we collecting? We're collecting screws. No, we're encased beams. And then any undefined will be anything but beams. And then overflow will be overflow of encased beams. And then here we'll do any undefined and then encased beams for left. So we pull encased beams out, and then when it fills up, we pull it in. And in fact, before we do that, we're testing, right? So let's just not have a filter. Let's just see if it backs up if encased beams are full. And if it doesn't back up, then we don't really need anything. We just need to make sure that the end always moves, like the sushi belt always moves. It does back up. Okay, this is perfect. So I was right. It does back up, and this is why I didn't use sushi belts before. But if I pull... Oh. Why is it pulling... Okay, this doesn't make sense. Why is it letting encased beams through when I specifically define it left? Maybe... Maybe if I don't have an actual... If I don't have an actual belt connected to the output defined... Overflow is anything that's backed up. Oh yeah. That we're using overflow right here, and I just stopped it because I wanted to stop the belt. I'm wondering why when I didn't have a belt connected to encased industrial beam on the left output, why was it letting encased industrial beam go through any undefined? It's like because there's nowhere for industrial beam to go, it counted as undefined, which is weird. All right, let's try this. Do I not have any encased beams left? Guess I don't. Okay, so that is officially how you avoid backup on a sushi belt output. But that's a lot of space. And that this is what yes, I had some assumptions there, and I turned out to be right in my assumptions. But my feeling about it, and this is a lot of time to explain why I don't use sushi belts, which I don't think anybody even asked. So, tangent streamer, FTW. Wow, that was an old one. W tangent streamer. That's what the kids say now. My feeling about it was that it takes so much space, and I don't want to take that much space. For some reason, I optimize on like volume. Like that's like something that I focus on. It killed my alchemy simulator or whatever that game was called. Alchemy Factory. It killed my Alchemy Factory game because I was way too much focusing on optimizing like small builds, compact builds. So scrutiny. Please, brother, share me some wisdom. How the hell do you get chat on screen like that? So I can explain the very basics of it, but you should go look on YouTube just for like chat overlay. Just say, Google chat overlay and look at a YouTube video and it'll explain it. But essentially, you need a source it's basically a website that's transparent except for chat. And so when you add it to your streaming software like OBS, it loads that website over your screen and it's transparent so you can see, like me, you can see the game and everything. But chat is in the overlay, right? So chat overlay is your keyword. It's like I'm using Restream because I'm combining YouTube and Twitch. But you can use Streamlabs, you can use I forget. There's a bunch of them. So run a browser source that's a chat overlay, essentially. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now I'm off. Good night. Clockwork Crow, thanks for hanging out. I'm glad you were able to hang out for another hour. Take it easy, dude. Okay. No problem, Sir Scrutiny. Oh, Scrunty. Scrunty. I'm sorry, I was saying scrutiny. I was like transforming it in my brain. You're a king in a common man's chair. Thank you. I mean, yeah. This chair is actually broken. Like it gives me neck issues, like tension headaches. So I'm not sure. I might get a replacement Secret Labs chair, but like it was expensive and it lasted 5 years, which is longer than any Amazon chair, but man, I don't know. Good night, you too. Take it easy, Scrunty. Okay. Now that sushi belts are all explained, I can move on with my life. If you use it every day, then pay good money for it. You know what? That's what one of my software developer friends keeps on saying, and I'm like, but money. Yeah, no problem. Take it easy. Okay, so we have reinforced iron plates, and we're gonna crystal oscillator. And so stitched iron plates. And we'll just throw... Yeah. We'll just throw it right here. There we go. So reinforced plates are set. Actually, why don't I just set them on all of them? Bam. Bam. Okay, and then we've got crystals. Here they are, crystal quartz. Oh. That would have been a blueprint error. I thought that whole area was done. Okay, here we are. Quartz crystals. $2.4. Right? 18 per minute. But these require... Oh, 18 times 3 is 54. We're good. But that's not what it said. That says 18 per minute. That's why. It said 36 to actually construct. Okay, never mind. We Gucci, as they say. We Gucci. We Gucci. We Gucci. We Gucci. We Gucci. Floor lift hole. Bam. Let's put it there. Let's put it like that. And I like it like that. Good enough. £3 for what? This is one of my uglier blueprints, which is probably a good thing. Because I'm like talking and streaming, and if I spent the amount of attention that I do in my builds, like, it's this weird line that I'm trying to like draw between pretty and functional and non, like, functional and convenient and like not like energy, like brain juice draining, right? Like, because like the more time I spend on it, less time I enjoy the game, because like, yeah, it's not that satisfying for me to get it looking nice. But I want it to be nice, so why am I spending the time? And why do I want it to be nice if I don't get that much from it? I don't know, he said to the psychiatrist. You're talking to a pillow, his roommate said. Okay, so quartz crystal is done. We got that. 1, 2, 3. Next is cable. And cable is right here. Nope. Where did I put it? Right here. Right here. So I can put it shit. I can put it like right here. Let's just put a couple potential places for it to be. So this one's kind of annoying, but it does kind of fit. It'll clip this one. What am I doing? I was just talking about not being too aesthetic about things. Like, I'm sorry. Let's do this. Let's just frickin' do it. Oh, you know what? I've had the music off this entire time because I've been listening to a lot of music lately. So let's turn the music back on. So I'm not good at designing cars. I go 80 miles per hour in first gear and wheelie at 120 miles in third gear. How is that possible? You're not using a traditional engine, are you? Are you playing like Forza or something? Alright, let's get this shit twisted off.
Hello there.
Hello there, Timothy Tims. The name's Tim. Timothy Tim. The name's Tim. James Tim. Wow. Okay, so we're done with crystal oscillators. That was a god-awful eyesore. I think we got everything. This is not connected. I cannot tell a lie. I do not know. What about this? That was not connected either. Okay. Okay. Let's snap this off. This is good enough. I'm going to run it, and if it's broke, we'll come back. Okay, so this is crystal oscillator at 3 UPM. It requires... I see your message, Timothy Tims. I'll read it in just a sec. We need 90 crystal quartz, 90 UPM raw quartz. We need 37.5 iron ingots. Iron ingot. And then, what was it, 16.75? Yeah, 16.75 UPM Caterium ingot. Ingot. Dang, I should put the UPM at the beginning. Okay. And this will be oscillator. Os. Save, clear it, kill it, kill it. My goodness. Whew. Okay. Just a V8 running at 1200 RPM. Am I allowed to get high and show it in your Discord? You actually came up with a situation that we didn't think about. Let me read the rules really quick. Okay. Okay. I don't actually say anything about that. So I would say yes, but if it's obnoxious or like asking other people to do like marijuana or something that's not legal in their state, like that could be like not great. So just be smart about it. Just be chill about it. And I think it's fine. The mods will let you know if you've crossed the line. But, you know, I think we're good. I live in a state where it's legal. Yeah, which, you know.
Pick any integer from 1 to 250.
37. And that's fine. I live in a state where it's legal too, but I guess what I'm saying is like don't tell people to smoke who don't live in a legal state, you know. Oh, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Is that what I was picking? I picked 37 because it's kind of a large prime. At least from 1 to 250. I think 113 is also a large prime. In that, hang on. Yep, 113 is the there was a tooltip. I hovered over 113 and it said 113 is the integer following 12 and preceding following 112 and preceding 114. Yes, thank you, Wikipedia. But thank you for the bets. I appreciate it. It's technically not safe for work for it, so it's against the rules. You know, that's a good point. So Timothy Thames, be careful. Or ask the mods. How about that? Ask the mods. It is... I think some employers would be okay with it, but a lot more employers would not be. So that's a good point. That is a rule. So clear it with the mods. Do you know... Sharky, welcome in. Do you know how to delete a whole vehicle path? I don't. I found that out too when I was messing with paths. Yeah. It lets you select them, like multi-select them, but it doesn't let you delete the whole path. So I guess there's no way to do it. Tough, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot in this. I've tried to use blueprints because blueprint dismantle is just so nice. Like if I have to kill this building, I don't have to select 50 items over and over again. Olympus, thank you for the raid. How's it going? I don't know if there are any mods. Actually, I have active mods. Clockwork Crow says they're active, but they are not. So let me shout you out real quick. Ozympus 2. 2 underscore. You're playing Level Devil? What is Level Devil? Okay. Crystal Quartz, 3 UPM. And where am I going with this? I need copper. I actually don't need copper. Yes, I do. No, I need Caterium and iron ingots. So iron's right here. And Caterium's over there. So let's orient this. Let's orient it this way. Oh, shit. I didn't combine the outputs. Oh, well. How are you so timely with that? It's a troll game? Oh, like it trolls you and... Is it like the hardest video game? Where like you're playing like a Mario kind of side scroller and then it just kills you a bunch? Ultimate power. And this shall be called Quantum Factory Oscillators. Give that some juice. Slap that in the group 6. Can I rename group 6? I cannot. Sag. A 2D parkour troll game that makes people rage. I'm tired from work, so I didn't want to do anything active, but still fun. I feel like that would be more active to me. Like, I have to be good at things. Like, I have to try, and I try a lot. And so if I was playing a rage game, I'm like, no, I can be good at this. No, I can be good at this. And then I would rage, for sure. Okay, so we got... Let's just freaking put it down here. Give me a 1. Give me a 2. Give me a 1, 2, 3, 4. I listened to a like Latin how would you call it? It's not tango. It's like the Latin beat, like boom, doom, boom, doom, boom, doom, boom, doom, boom, doom, boom, doom, and it was like a trap, like neural, what's that called? Neuro something. I don't remember. But it was like a trap song, and it was like crazy. Like I'd never heard that style of music with that electronic, like heavy, like on the sounds music. It was interesting. Whoa. You coming for me, Olympus? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Olympus kills me on Fridays. Flamongo. Okay. Where am I going with this? Right here. Right outside. Let's just do it simple. Do it simple. Do it quick. Take that porthole. Belt it. Stick. I don't know. Some pancakes. Making pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna take. Bacon pancakes. Thank you for the bacon pancakes. It's pretty good bacon pancakes. Oh, thanks for the lyric pause. Oh, Olympus, thanks for the raid. Take it easy. Go cool down from stream. And thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Bacon pancakes. Making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes. Making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon, put it in a pancake. What if that was like a Frank Sinatra song? That kind of would slap. Well, there's bacon and there's pancakes, and you take it and you put it in the pancake. Wow, wow. I don't know. I don't know Frank Sinatra songs. I know the jazz standards that he's used, but like I don't know. I can't pull it out of my butt. What is this? This is our urn ingots. Why not do it that way? Why shouldn't I? It's mine. My own. I'm like in a fever dream right now. I'm just like chilling out, playing this grindy ass game. And I'm just like going wherever my brain takes me. Is that straight? That is straight. Or flat. My friend is on a 6950 XT at a 1-gen newer GPU. It runs well. My second PC is a much older RX 580 and it also runs. It's Pride Month, doesn't have to be straight. Kraken, you might know as you do software, I can't get the final run on my 5700 XT or refuse to use the GPU. I get exactly 5 FPS and 0% GPU load. That sounds like a driver issue. You also might go into Windows settings. Yeah. Actually, if you go into... Wait, you said 5700 XT. So that's not NVIDIA, so you can't use the NVIDIA control panel. So that's out. I forget where it is. There's a place where you can set up like GPU preference. So yeah, graphics settings. It's forced to both in Windows and Steam. Yeah, I'm not really sure then, dude. You might try clean uninstalling the driver and then reinstalling. That's like a forum slash like internet search problem. Like that's where like you need to find other people that have experienced the same thing and then figure out how they solved it and then try those things. So that sucks. I'm sorry, dude. Do 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 do. Wah 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. It may be my dual GPU setup. That's highly likely. I've asked the devs they've yet to get back to you because you're first. Yeah, and Finals is like not in active development also. Like their studio has moved on, so I wouldn't be surprised if they'd never get back to you. Oh, hello. Hang on a moment. How am I using so much quartz? Do I even need that much quartz? 40, there's 100. There's another 26. It's 120. Oh, here's 300. So was that 140? We're up to 400 now. There's another 40. Yeah, it should be under 600 for home base. Whoa! I was like, what is there a dinosaur? What is a dinosaur doing on my on my screen?
Where you'd be without me? Let me give you a hint. Still dead.
I tried to play with the Zempis, but it didn't work. Damn. Okay, what was I doing? Just taking this guy. Why not? I got Mark 5 or Mark 6 belts now. 1,200 resources. Hell yeah. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm out of fix-it trigons. What does that even mean? I know what it means. All right. Pew, pew. My brain might be a little fried. Fried brain, yummy. I bet it is in some situations. That was never a dish I deigned to try. My grandmother apparently made a mean cow brain. It's a Chinese thing, I guess. Where am I going with this? Let's just take this, and it takes 6 vertical nudges to get it underneath so I can actually see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you gotta look down to make sure that the sign doesn't extend upwards. Oh shit. What? Oh. Also, 6 did. Oh, I held control down. It half nudges when you hold control down. Okay, let's kill that. Alrighty, we got everything. Let's just monitor these. We got reinforced plates. They're making stuff. Everything's making. We might have an issue with speed if I didn't connect everything, but the only thing that isn't ready is crystal quartz, and that is going. Yeah. Yep, it went. So that's good. What about the top two? Yep. We're making it. We just got to wait for it to prime. And we're good. Wow. I successfully made a blueprint without frickin' up. Sun is coming up. How much sleep did you get, Boss Yapper? Okay, so now we have crystal oscillator. That's good. Now we need aluminum casing. We need computers. And the last computer build that I did was very inefficient. It was just 2.5 computers. So why don't we try something new? And we have to do oil this time. Is there a way to do computers without oil? We can do crystal oscillators. So I need a whole nother crystal oscillator build just for computers. Circuit boards. Do I have enough copper for this? .39. Yeah, I do. Okay, so crystal oscillator, and we'll do another crystal oscillator. And then three constructors and 3 assemblers. So let's make another blueprint. Hooray! And for this, we need constructors. 3 constructors up front. And 1 is crystal or silica, and 2 is copper sheets. And the ratios are 20. I'm just going to say 20. So yeah, 10. 2 full copper sheet constructors, and then 20 silica. Next is circuit boards. Alright, let's nudge this over. Thinking about getting a new phone and phone plan. Thoughts? I have an MVNO, so I don't use any of the big mobile carriers. It is nice. I don't know. It's up to you. I personally don't buy phones on contracts because they're like loans, right? Because I mean they are technically loans, but they lock you into all kinds of extra stuff. They're always upselling you. MVNO, it's like a group, it's like a cell company that buys cellular coverage from other networks. So it'll pull together coverage across a bunch of telecommunications. What is it called? ISPs, data mobile carriers. So you can technically you get coverage from Verizon, you get coverage from T-Mobile, you can get coverage from, but you're not actually on Verizon or T-Mobile. There's a bunch. It's kind of a niche thing, so you should probably just search MVNO. V is in Victor. MVNO. And just you're gonna have to do your research because I would not. There's none that I actually know this is good. There's one that I've chosen and it's Google Fi, and that's Google. And I'm low-key thinking of getting off of Google Fi. It's very cheap. I had like a $30 bill for several years until I added some more data. But yeah, there's US Cellular, there's some celebrities that have bought an MVNO company and then they do ads for it. So I wouldn't do those, but some of them have downsides, they're not as good, but they are very cheap. So it's like freedom from the big carriers, and then you pay better pricing. In particular, Google Fi has a bunch of convenience features. Their pricing is very cheap. It's I think it was $20 for a phone number line, and then $10 a gig. But it's it's adjusted. It's not just $10 every time you hit a gig. It's not pro. Is that prorated? Where it charges you for the in-between amounts. And then they cap you at 6 gigs. So if you use too much data, they won't charge you more. They won't charge you for the gigs you use after that. But then they have an upper limit of 15, or I think it's different for every plan level. But I think it's 15 gigs. So if you use 15 gigs, then they put you on low data, low bandwidth data. But then you can buy unlimited. So but unlimited's a little bit more expensive, $50 a month or something like that. And then but it's also got international calling and the service works in other countries. So that's, I just haven't moved off of Google Fi because I don't really like Google services right now. I don't remember what I was doing. I think I was making circuit boards. Nope. Yes? Silicon circuit boards. Yeah. Yeah. 72% or 9. Let's make 9. And then computers, we're going to do crystal computers. Shouldn't that be 3? Yeah. Boo doo 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 doo. I think that looks right. No, it's a little high. Shit. There we go. And then I shall call you Lopped Chiva. I probably shouldn't make up like funny new sayings without knowing if it's a slur or not. So if it is, I apologize. Lopped I know isn't, shouldn't be. This is Crystal Oscillators at 3 UPM. And this is Silica. At 12 raw quartz per minute. Yeah?
Posture.
You're right. I was literally just talking about how this chair gives me like tension headaches. And here I am sitting with my freaking spine muscles all like warped around my like my back because I'm sitting like a C. Crystal quartz at 12, and then let's actually do it this way. Yeah, that's good. Copper times 40. Cop me a purr. Made of ingot. What is this? This is 6 UPM computers. Requires 40 UPM copper ingot. 12 UPM crystal quartz. Raw quartz. Oops. And then, what was the last thing? It was 3 UPM crystal oscillators, right? Was there anything else? I don't think so. Intermediate. Intermediate. Bam. No, I forgot to... Fuck. I forgot to do the power. I'm thinking getting a Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. I have a Galaxy S22. I need an upgrade. Nice. I mean, I've always admired Samsung phones, and I like some of the features they have. I hate their bloatware and, like, data scraping. Like, they scrape all your data, unfortunately. And I know that, like, oh man, you can't really avoid it nowadays, but, like... Oh, actually, no, it was the bloatware. I think it was the bloatware that I didn't like. Slander. 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 Slanderman. I choose to believe I'm the first person that's made that joke. Save the blueprint. Get it out of my sight. All right. So we need another crystal oscillator. We need computers. So crystal oscillator right next to the other one. Where's the front? The front's right there. I don't have room on the other side, so let's just... Yes, quite. Alrighty, ditey. Earning it. Earn. Earned. Earn. Earn. Oh, it was almost in place. Can I get some Caterium? Samsung is perfect and can do no harm. Oh, ooh, that's a take. They're not the worst for sure. Better than iPhone. If I had to choose between iPhone and a Samsung, Samsung all day. Within the first year of having an iPhone, back when the 3GS came out, yes, way back then, I ended up jailbreaking it, like, immediately. I did not like how they controlled the app installs, and how they wouldn't let you install your own apps, and they wouldn't let you manage your own file system. And several other things. And so I jailbroke it, and I was off to the races. I did all kinds of shit, and it was great. Shit! 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 I put it in the wrong port. That's what she said. You know what my favorite "that's what she said" joke is? It's the one where it like doesn't have anything to do with like the intention of the "that's what she." So it's like, I wrote my essay and I got an A. That's what she said. That's less funny than the last. You know what? Never mind. I am not a funny man. There we go. Can I get some Conterium? The map? No. Oh, did you randomize nodes? You dropped this? What is that? Is that a dumbbell? Am I a dumbbell? I sure did randomize nodes. You know, I was kind of thinking I should do that. I didn't want to restart my game, obviously, but I heavily considered it. I just don't want to get a bad seed, and so I would have to wait for people to figure out the seeds, and then find a seed for me to use that I know is good. It's a loose screw. Oh, that is what I feel like tonight. The part where every system update also installs 3 new phone games I don't want makes me nuts. Yeah, that's some of the stuff that they do. What am I doing? Absolutely nothing. Did I just put it backwards? I did. Can I get a priority power switch? What if I told you that McDonald's was a screw and it's made in a machine shop that didn't talk to you? What if I told you if bananas were too at the funny little machine shop that's too many syllables. There's something to I lost it. Quantum oscillators B. Shit. There we go. Why don't we look at the power grid? No connection. Well, of course there's no connection. Okay. What if I told you that bananas were too? They like to be peeled now. What rhymes with ooh? They like to be peeled now. By Pepe Le Pew. That's too predictable. Cristale oscillatum. And then computer. Computer. Good answer. Really? This is how compact the computer recipe is? That like pisses me off. I made the oil-based... Like, let me look at this blueprint. Look at this. Crystal oscillator. It takes water. It takes deuterium. A lot of deuterium. It takes plastic. Or rubber. I don't remember which. No, it makes rubber. It takes copper, iron, crude oil. And then you have to get rid of... It's so much. It's so much. And then I make... Oh, you know what? I'm complaining about the wrong thing. Crystal oscillators. The crystal oscillators is the thing behind me, and that is a pretty full blueprint. But it still was better than the other one. I was complaining about computers, because this takes oil, it takes water, it takes copper, it takes a bunch of stuff, and then it's bigger. And this is tiny. This is teeny. Good pull. I missed the context for that. I'm sorry. I was off in my sing land. Crystal oscillators. Oh right, I didn't combine the outputs. Let's do that. Uno, dos, tres. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Seis? What's 5? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Pepe Le Pew. Good pull. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. And then we drive. For some reason, like 90s slop rock, and what I mean by that is like little computer games or like commercials or something that would try and play like rock and roll sounding like ditties or like riffs, but it's just got that like 80s 90s feel. And yeah, there's a lot of those. I forgot what I was going to say about it. I'm sorry. I lack so much energy. I do too. I should probably stop playing soon. Like physically I'm awake, mentally I'm barely functioning. Yeah, I get you. I've been there. I was there the beginning of this week. The beginning of this week sucked. Like bad. I've been dealing with insomnia, which I said on Discord, but it's it like during the day it was just absolute slog. And that happened to me, like when I have insomnia, it's like I want to go to sleep and I feel tired, but I'm not sleepy tired, and then I just stay awake, and it's dumb. Good enough. What else do we got? We got crystal, quartz, raw quartz, but no quartz. That made me chuckle. If you guys ever watched Jay Schlatt's podcast, whenever he'd have a guest on, he'd always ask him, he would ask them, I can't remember the full question, but it was like, would you rather have games, infinite games, but no something? Or no, infinite something, but no games? Or would you rather have games, infinite games, but no games? And that was stupid at first. I was like, this is just dumb. But then it grew on me, and it's hilarious now. Infinite bacon, no games. Infinite games, no games. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And thank you. I appreciate that. Now I can remember the memes of my youth. I don't know why I said it that way. Oh, shit. Get back there. Can I get priority power switch, please? Yes, sir. Here you go. Enjoy. Quantum Factory. Computers, A. All right, now I've got it all. First of all, let's cut these and put them in a blueprint. Bam. Bam. Bam, bam. Bam. I shall name you Poopy Computers. 6 units per minute. Oh, shit. There we go. I don't know why there's another... Oh. What? Oh, here it is. There we go. Bam, bam. I'm eating Grandma's cookies. I'm jealous. Infinite Markiplier. What youth? I want cookies. I have been jonesing for cookies, and the grocery store that I normally go to, their bakery cookies are ass. They're like too salty, such that it feels, it's kind of acidic, and it like makes the sweetness. I know acidity is supposed to cut through sweetness, right? But it's like a chemical sweetness. I think it's probably like some sugar additive they're adding, but it's like too sweet. And there's not enough of that like burnt flour taste. You know what I mean? Like not actually burnt flour, but it's like when flour gets cooked to ripeness, obviously within the batter, not like on its own. Like you get this like nice, even like rich taste in. It's like it tastes like more than just sugar and chocolate. Like if it's a chocolate chip cookie, it tastes like more than sugar and chocolate with like tasteless bread in between. It's like that's what it kind of tastes like. And I'm like angry because I'm pretty sure they got bought out and now use corporate's cookie recipe instead of the old one. And that sucks. Yet another thing dies to end blibification. I should have stopped playing like 30 minutes ago. But you can't catch me. I'm going to keep playing. Are you going to stop me? Did you get your melatonin? I did not. I didn't have time. I was hoping I could, and then I was like, well, I better eat first before I get home for stream, and then I didn't. Ah, shit, I need bauxite. Bauxite. You're probably wondering why I'm angry about bauxite. It's because I gotta go here to get it. Because I'm not going into the swamp. The swamp's dangerous. I don't want to deal with that right now. Grandma's Cookies is a brand? Damn it! Why do you play with my heart? Burn down, burn down, burn down, 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 down. Whoa. Look at this dude. He's getting with it. Get with it. Oh, shit. Yeah? Okay. Thank you. Nope, nope. That song will get stuck in my head forever. Generic carnival music, yeah. I could sing marching music instead. Actually, no, I can't. I don't remember the beginning. And actually, more now that I think about it, I'm forgetting everything about it. I will never give up. Thank you, Boss Yapper. Son of a bitch! I just ran this belt in the wrong direction. At least I can delete the belt and then use the belt stands, I guess. DBA Joker, thank you for the 1,000 bits. I appreciate it. Just so you know, the first sec that you sang that song is stuck in my head, so thank you. Hey, enjoy it. The best way to get through earworms, is by like giving in and just enjoying the song. Which I can't, that's actually terrible advice, because actual earworms that I don't like that are stuck in my head, I have a bad time. But like Rick Astley, like Never Gonna Give You Up, what are other like meme songs that people don't like? Like I just generally like those songs. Shooting Stars. Like that song, I really enjoy that song. And so when that meme came out, I just like kept swiping the memes. Like, let's watch all the different kinds. This is fun. But I'm glad to have enriched your life. So. I'm trying to remember the marching song that I just mentioned, even though I didn't say the name. It's like a Sousa band song. I could go on. I know that song by heart because I had to know it by heart for the band I was in. The not like music, like rock band or whatever, like artist band. It was ow. I knew it was in there. I'm glad I could remember it. Great, now I have Sanford and Son stuck in my head. Isn't it Mumford and Sons? Well, no, the Mumford and Sons is a different band. What's Sanford and Sons? Is that Shooting Stars? Did I just not know? Am I forgetting another artist's name? As I do. Oh, I know the song, just not the name. Oh yeah, me too. That's my life. That is like one thing. I always look stupid when talking about music, and so I have a hard time talking about music to other musicians because they're like studied and musically intelligent, and I'm just like, I like the A chord minor. I don't know what that is. I cannot. It's like I can't name the chords. I can't remember artists' names. I don't know the keys that songs are in. You don't want to know something fucked? I was not able to have music lessons. That's just not something I ever had. So I had band with school, and you know, I didn't know that everybody else was in lessons at the same time as being in band. I just went home and practiced, and I got pretty good. And I was good at reading music, and I was good at playing. So much so that I got like solos with the orchestra, which was not something the band usually did. They didn't play with the orchestra. And so I was like doing pretty good, but then I went to another band, and I was like, hey guys, how come we're not doing more? Like, we should play more. We should do more complicated things instead of the simple, easy stuff that's like not helping us get better. And then the band teacher got mad and thought that I was being like an arrogant, like, I think that's how he saw me. Like, I was being, I don't know. He just took it really poorly. And so he's like, well, if you want to do more, then why don't you come to school before school starts, and I'll give you a lesson. And I did, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, I've never had a lesson before. And then he gives me what was it? It wasn't Tchaikovsky. I don't remember what it was now. I have the sheet music for it. It was a it's like a virtuoso piece. And just like watched me fumble through it because I hadn't played anything of that caliber before. I'd never even received lessons. And so he's like, well, you can keep trying. And he didn't give me any direction. He just like threw the most difficult thing he could. He probably wasn't the most difficult thing, but he just threw a really difficult piece at me and like said, there you go, you figure it out. And I don't think he intended for this to happen, but I was like, this is stupid. I just quit band at that point. Like, that dude was an asshole. And I forgot why I was saying that. There was a reason. That's okay. What am I looking for right now? Bauxite. Aha. That's what I was gonna say. I've never had lessons. I'm not very musically literate. And I would love to get music lessons and like learn that shit. 'Cause I really enjoy music. That's right, I was talking about lessons and doing it at half brain capacity. That's shitty and definitely never too late. Yeah, I agree. I just gotta find somebody that does lessons that isn't in on a school schedule that like wants to start at 7 a.m. or 5 p.m. on Thursday. I actually did contact somebody, and they're like, "Oh, can you do it at 5 p.m. on Thursday?" I was like, "Unfortunately, no. Like that's my stream day." Ow. That's not worth it. It's a black TV show? Oh, cool. I've never heard it. 90% sure the one you were singing is Sousa's Stars and Stripes Forever. That is exactly what it was. My can has aluminum, please. So anyways, that's when I started blasting. No! I didn't realize I was that hurt. I got double teamed. Rip in peace. Navarine. Welcome in. Is that an original name, or it sounds very close to Nerevarine? I guess it is different. Nerevarine is a Elder Scrolls thing. Old WoW character? Okay. Cool. Nerevarine is a mythical, not mythical, but like legendary character in Morrowind in Elder Scrolls. And the story of Morrowind hinges around it. It's very cool. I love Morrowind. So my ears perked up. Come on! Ah, fuck! I missed it. I was hoping I could carry all that momentum into the tube. Yahoo! I do wish Jetpack could pull directly from the Dimensional Depot. Yeah. Me too. Oh my gosh. What the hell is that? I think I found a factory that I forgot about. Man, exploration in this game is so worthwhile. Sometimes you explore things you didn't even know you lost. This guy's beefy. Killed them all. And the women pigs. And the children pigs. Sorry, that was supposed to be a Star Wars quote, but it didn't really come across. Not the fuzzy-tailed hogs. Are you fond of them? They're very aggressive. I wish you could tame them, honestly. You know what I wish? I wish you could connect power to your belts. That would be nice. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Oh no, I clipped something. Anyway. I play passive, so I only kill spiders. That's how I did it my first game, my first save. Some people get way too worried about clipping. Yeah, I was talking earlier about how I've burnt out on multiple games. Oop, shit. I've burnt out on multiple saves because I'm like trying to make it aesthetically pleasing when I don't actually get anything out of it. Like, sure, it's kind of nice to see it, but like I don't get any physical like dopamine or like satisfaction out of it. I'm just like, okay, good. That looks fine. Like it's like I pretend that it's worth it. I think it's because people want to see it, like a lot of people in like YouTube comments and stuff want to see it more organized, which is funny because people also want me to play like Josh, like just like Josh from Let's Game It Out. It's a Satisfactory chaos YouTuber, chaos tuber. Is that something? Can we call it that? Chaos tuber just sounds like a really nasty sweet potato. Alright, where is this going? What is this even? This is bauxite. Okay, where is bauxite going? Do I even have it placed yet? I don't have it placed. Let's get that placed. Aluminum casing. Chaos YouTuber. Yeah. You ever heard the trend of LARP tubers? I have not. What is that? What is a LARP tuber? Is that like a LARPer? Or do they like go in character and be like medieval people and talk to others? LARPing is like cosplaying for me. Like it's just something that is very uncomfortable for me if I consider doing it myself. Not like I see people having fun, I'm like, oh, that's awesome, that's fun, that's cool. But like when I think about doing it myself, I'm just like, I'm okay. I don't want to. I'm playing modded Minecraft at the moment. Greg Tech, New Horizons just started a new world. Nice. I am not familiar with Greg. Oh, that's the mod. Got it. Like the mod pack or the mod. Okay, I thought you were talking about like a Minecraft YouTuber. I was like, I don't really know Minecraft YouTubers. It's the name of the mod pack. Okay. That just reminded me that we have a beta SMP server that we've been working on slowly. That we haven't touched in like 6 months. It needs to be updated, I think, to 20.5 or something. I actually don't remember how behind it is. I think it's 2 big updates behind. But it was made for me to play creative, and I was going to play creative and have a world with everybody who wants to play. And I want to play creative, so I should do that sometime soon this year. All right, can I get a priority power switch, please? Yes, sir. Here you go. Whoa! Chris Quartz, thank you for the bits! The 1500 bits, holy shit. Here's some bits I had lying around. Hell yeah. I appreciate it, dude. I was thinking, by the way, we should play Gambling with Friends soon. Thanks again for that. I think it's still on sale. It's like $5. Gamble with your friends. Store page. Yeah, it's still on sale. $6. I saw that. Like, I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, I want to play that. That looks hilarious. I just haven't gotten around to it. We wanted to play Satisfactory today by Discord vote. Create, not creative. Did I say creative? I meant create mod. Werter. What the hell is this? Aluminum casings. Okay. Quantum Factory. Aluminum casing. A. Moonalum. Silly Crayson. Wololo. Wee wah wah wee wah 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 wah. Whoa 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 wah wah wee wah. Oh wee. Is that like some code? Oh, I need water. How much water do I need? 108. Coming right up. That's too short of a song. It's over before you know it. Let's do that. 7. Bam. Does that work? Yeah. Hey, yo. Wish I didn't have a headache right now, right before work too. That sucks. I've been dealing with that this week. I had like a nasty headache on Monday. Whoa. All right, we got everything we need to make radio control units. The question is, did I place the supercomputers already? I think I did. Yes, that's the supercomputers. Radio control units we shall put here because we're reaching the edge. I didn't mean supercomputers. I mean radio control units. And I don't have a blueprint for that. I just place them. We got 3 manufacturers. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's centered. Why the hell not? A 1, a 2, 3. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a radio control unit? Oh, alright. Take it easy, raging robots. I should probably do the same. I ain't gonna finish this tonight. I want to get neural quantum processors up, but I'm so close. I have not done the SAM stuff or the time crystal. So those are going to have to be added, and I'll probably finish supercomputers tonight just before I go to bed. Oh, and I forgot about excited photonic matter. Gosh, fucking. Oh, what? It doesn't take anything? I forgot about that. Okay. All right. Let's just label these radio control units. So that I know what to do when I come back. And we'll go ahead and save. I think I remember why I was so small. There we go. Welcome to the Crabman. Crabman sounds just funny. I really need to get better at lighting. My forearms are not that blindingly white. Oh, actually, you know what? They're pretty... I should go out into the sun more. I used to think I had like native Hawaiian blood because I was always like dark, and I have darker melatonin, melanin, higher melanin containing family. But I was always like super dark growing up, And it turns out if you just spend every single day outside, winter or not, and then you have, whatever genetics I have, you will get very tan to the point of like thinking that you are that color naturally. And then I got a job in IT and I stayed inside for 1 full year. That's all it took. I went back to Hawaii to visit family and I got like 2nd-degree burns. Whatever is higher than a sunburn. I don't remember if it's 1st, 2nd, or 3rd degree because they're like weird. I think they go up. Like higher means lower. I think 1st degree is like the worst. Anyway, I had to wrap my skin because it was so bad. It was bad, and I realized, oh, I can get sunburnt. 3rd is the worst. Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, based on that. I had 2nd degree, I think. Like my skin was bubbling. It was bad. I won't say anymore because graphic thoughts. But yeah, I learned that day that I was both human and I can get sunburns because I literally thought that I couldn't get sunburn because I was always tan. I wouldn't use sunscreen and I wouldn't burn. Like I would burn sometimes, but it would be like, oh no, my skin is kind of tender, not like bad. That terminology is actually outdated. Oh, what's the new terminology for burn progression? It goes up to 7? Well, I didn't know that. Partial thickness and full thickness. Oh, okay. You taking off, Kidtech? I am taking off. I need to let my smooth brain crinkle a little bit. I just imagine, like, every time I do something that makes my brain more tired, like whether it's staying up too late or going to work and thinking really hard or talking to a lot of people or, whatever. Playing Satisfactory for too long, there's just like a little like gnome in my head that's like vigorously polishing my brain folds, and they just kind of like start to smooth out, and then I go to sleep and it's like boom. Yeah, so I need to what's that called? Crap, what's the metal alloy that has memory? Like it's got like long strand bonds, and so when you heat it up, it like loosens the bonds but doesn't break them, so that when it cools off, it like returns to its original form. There's the action of returning to its original form. There's a word for that, and I'm trying to remember what that is. I mean, restore works, but like, you know what? I have the internet. I am a smirtman. Word for returning to original form. Thanks for the body double. I got a bunch of tedious stuff done. Good. Awesome. I'm glad to hang out. No, it's a technical term. All these online thesauruses are just ass. Ass. I guess it's revert. Revert is good enough. My brain reverts back to the foldy form. All right. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out. thank you. Like I have so much to do with tier 9 in Satisfactory, so like this gets through some of it. I'm gonna get the quantum factory up and running. I get neural quantum processors, and I think there's like 2 more things. I got the particle thing, like the little swirl with the block of metal in the middle. I don't remember what that's called. And I've got the dark matter stuff to do. I've got so much to do in tier 9. It's all going to take a lot. So thanks for helping me get through it. I'm going to try and grind it this weekend. Well, maybe not. I got to get ready for some stuff. Womp womp. What did I open? What did I open Twitch for? Oh, rating out. Womp womp. Womp womp. Casual Elephant is on. Does anyone want the fancy oscillator? Yeah. Does anybody want to watch Casual Elephant? He's doing some software development, game development. Otherwise, I don't really have anybody on to raid. Alright, well, I'll just run credits then. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful weekend if I don't see you again. Friday, I believe the squad is back. Friday streams at 8 p.m. Pacific, which is in 22 hours. So if you're in a different time zone, you can just count 22 hours from now. Yeah, and we normally play Phasmo, but we're looking for new games lately. Because Phasmo has been disappointing in the latest update, kind of sucks for VR. We played in VR. But yeah, we're looking for a new game, so you can come join us, try out new games. I've been calling it Friend Slop Friday, because it's no longer Phasmo Friday. Probably won't be Phasmo Friday. Maybe we will go back, I don't know. But anyway, there's that stream, and then I don't think I'm going to be streaming this weekend. I might. I'm going to be playing Satisfactory, at least a little bit. So maybe I'll stream it when I do. I'll let you know whatever I do in the Discord. !Discord if you're in actually both Twitch and YouTube. !Discord in the chat. We'll give you the Discord join link. And then also if you're on YouTube and I'm not streaming, then you'll have to come to Twitch, and just Twitch allows you to chat offline. Just !Discord. You'll get the link, or just wait till I stream next. But stream it? I might. We'll see. Sometimes I want to catch up on YouTube, and just zone out and just like do things. Like, I'm so much faster when I'm not talking, guys. I can't tell you how much faster I am. Like, I'm very surprised how fast I've gotten to tier 9. Like in the last couple games, like I haven't been compared to the last couple games. I haven't been stopping for like structural or aesthetic or builds, like side quests, or like I haven't been building other satellite factories. Oh, that factory that I found in the fungal forest. That I was like, what is that? It was supposed to be a satellite coal power plant, I think. I should do something with that, because I put a lot of stuff in there. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful evening, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.